let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Yeah, let's make it a good day.
Welcome back. Welcome back, friends. Today, October 11th, when you're watching us, whenever you're watching us, is National Coming Out Day. It is a day, if you don't know, meant to support people who may still be in the closet, though struggling with, as I say, being your authentic self. And that's why I'm thrilled for you to meet our first guest today. He's an out gay man making a big difference in a small town. Audience, please welcome Anthony McClellan. Welcome. Welcome to the show.
Oh, thanks for having me.
First and foremost, I hear Aaron Schwab, who you know, our audience coordinator, said, is there a watch party happening for you right now?
Yes, there is a watch.
Yeah. In your town?
Yes.
Okay, what's the town again? Tell me.
Plainview.
Leo, take camera 5. Hi, Plainview. Well, welcome. I was excited. You know, we're a goofy show by design. I call these off-ramps when we take a pause and do something that's meaningful that I want to introduce the audience to. As somebody, I can relate to you in so much as people know my story. I was raised in the 80s and 90s in small town Indiana, being different. And people can connect this to being different in whatever way, othered. Why is it important for you fundamentally to show pride, to create pride in these small communities?
Well, first off, Jason, thank you so much for having me. And I'm just beyond honored for the community that you built on this show. And you are an inspiration to queer people like myself.
Oh. I'm going to hold in the tears. Go ahead. Yeah. No, it means a great deal to me. I'm not joking.
So it is so important to be, I was born and raised in Plainview, and just, sorry, my mom's in the audience. So
Hi, Mom. Here's Mom.
Yeah. So it's... So it's so important to create spaces for people in the queer community, and it's time that I felt like there was a need to be our authentic self and not be put in a box or put in a closet to not share our story. So I'm just beyond honored to make the path and to make a brighter future for small town.
And how exactly are you doing that? How are you doing it?
So I've been involved with the different community theaters in Plainview and in Rochester. And in March of this year, my husband and I opened up a community space called Atelier at 1901. And we're super excited. We're hosting different events. You know, as a gay man in a small town, I always dreamed of having a pride festival. And this year, I partnered with...
Oh, everyone leans sideways to look at that one. Yeah.
And that picture right there, that's my 87-year-old grandma.
I love that.
So I partnered with my dear friend Annie Jurens, and we had planned out a Pride Fest this year. And for the first time in Plainview, we were able to host a Pride Festival in Plainview.
And let me ask, this doesn't exist in a vacuum, and we're not by design, because I think people need a break from, especially in an election season, we don't do politics,
right?
But this doesn't exist in a vacuum. I can fairly say it's more important than ever in an era where, and it makes me sad because I thought, when I grew up, it was very difficult. I mean, I was beaten up, I had books dropped on me, I was spat on, I was kicked in the chest. You name it, it happened to me,
right.
And my story is sadly not rare. But then we made progress, and it seems our community as a whole has kind of become a villain. What was the reception like? What was the reaction?
Well, the reaction we had a ton of support, but there was also some pushback about, why are we letting these people in our town? The drag performers that we were having, but we rallied together and we pushed forward. And it was so amazing to receive messages from people that have moved out of town that they said to me, I'm so glad you're doing this work because we want to continue to be recognized, and I wouldn't have left town if there were safe spaces that you are creating. So keep marching forward.
Can I tell you why? Yeah. Can I tell you why what you do matters? And again, we rarely, now more than ever we do important stuff. But why it's great that you're on the couch is because I stopped using the word tolerance a long time ago, because to me, you tolerate a pebble in your shoe.
Right.
You don't. I'm looking at Aaron and not cry. You don't tolerate people. Well, I tolerate people at Disney World sometimes, but I mean, you don't tolerate people. You accept them for who they are. Yes. We're not villains. We're not the enemy. We're in your backyard, and let me tell you, if I can lighten up the mood, when we move in, we sometimes raise property values. Oh, yeah.
Amen to that.
Hashtag you want a gay neighbor, just FYI.
Yes, you do.
It's true. Look it up. But no, I just want to say thank you, because you know what? If I had, we have to go, but if I had a you sitting in Indiana, I would have felt better about my existence. So the fact that you're on here on this show, there is an Anthony and there's a Jason watching, or there's a Tina watching, who you're making feel safer in their own world. Yeah. So thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Give it up for Anthony. You can follow him on Instagram. Just search Top Chef Tony. I love that. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. Can I give you a hug?
Let's make it a good day.
Welcome back. Oh, our last day with Paige. Here's the deal. We're going to talk one more time about trading spaces and home improvement shows, because when you have this lovely lady, you got to do that. But I got to tell you, in that commercial break, we learned that Anthony, like most of the community, loves this woman. So I thought it would be fun. Anthony, come back up on the couch. Sit with us. Come on, Anthony. Come back up and sit on the couch. Yeah. Sit next to Paige there. Yeah, there we go. Oh, look. Oh, Paige, you're just making the gays happy all over the place.
I'm kissing you.
I know. Good.
Cuddling with him.
You're like a gay fly strip. Look at that. Yeah. Did you watch Trading Spaces?
Oh, I did. You didn't. You and your designers inspired me. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Well, you know what? The gay community really everyone was fans of Trading Spaces. It was 3-year-old to 93 years old, biker gangs, soccer moms.
Yeah.
And definitely the LGBT community loved Trading Spaces. And I think it's because the designers were so unabashedly themselves.
Right.
And they didn't apologize for their vision, what they saw, what they were making work with what little they had. And I think that really connected, and yes, property values go up. The gay community does like decor. That's a big part of who they are. But I really think it's the other. Mm-hmm. It's the seeing people be authentically themselves no matter what.
Yes.
What do you think? Trading Spaces, we talked a lot this week about the original run, and then the reboot happened. And how did you feel about the reboot in general?
Oh, I was super excited about the reboot. Fans had been asking for it. They really wanted to have it. And all those other shows were being rebooted back then. In 2018, like every show from the 70s to the 2000s was being rebooted. So why not Trading Spaces? And I was really excited. The whole original cast came back, and we found that our chemistry was still as wonderful and real as it was. It was lightning in a bottle, that show. the designers, our chemistry. It happened right after 9/11, so people were nesting. That was a big part of it. And we kind of kicked off so much, like shows now, it's like, in a way, it's easier to buy stuff than it is to build stuff. Like, because of Trading Spaces, we now have Wayfair, and we have, where you can get a chest of drawers for, $50 or $49.99, and you can't
even think about that. It wasn't that easy. I mean, you had your Pier 1s and your homes, but now you have.
Now we have Home Goods.
What do you think? I know Home Goods, I know. What do you think?
Can I endorse Home Goods? I would do it for product.
Right? I know, me too. What do you think overall? Because you're the mother of home improvement shows.
Yes.
We have about a minute left. What do you think of them now?
They're not daring. There's a lot more money spent, but it's a lot more predictable. In fact, you see in many of the shows what the finished product is going to look like at the end.
Yeah.
I think that's edited that way, but for the viewer, there's no surprise, not really, and they're going for, the value, the person just loving it, which I don't want people to hate it, but Trading Spaces was always about taking someone out of their comfort zone, giving them something they would not have thought of on their own. And the way the TV shows are today, I feel like you could turn a page in a magazine, and you'll just see it over and over and over again, and they just recreate it over and over again with a different color. Not even a different color.
In 5 seconds, because I'm getting the wrap, do you think it could ever come back again? Everyone, because if I don't ask this question, I know you, but if I don't ask this...
Probably not, and Frank's not here anymore, so who wants it, really?
Great answer. You're right. Give it up for Paige, everybody. One of the most successful comedians to come out of America's Got Talent when we come back. Back in a moment. Thank you for doing that, playing along. We just...